Hiya guys, welcome back to the channel. We're here at Big Bear Bikes in Pickering, North Yorkshire, North Yorkshire's biggest independent bike shop. I'm Tim, and this is Al.
Hello, you right?
So Al's part of the sales team here. He'll talk to you about all things mountain bikes, road bikes, gravel bikes, you name it. If it's got two wheels, he's all over it. And today we're going to look at this. It's the Trek Rail 9.7. Now, if you're watching this video, you're probably already thinking about an electric full suspension mountain bike, and you might already be thinking Trek Rail's the bike and just trying to decide which model to go for. You'll have seen that recently we reviewed the Trek Rail 9.8 and we're big fans of it here in the shop. Today we're going to share with you what makes the 9.7 a great bike and also talk you through some of the trick upgrades you can do on that bike to make it your own. So Al, you're an electric bike enthusiast yourself?
Yeah, I'm newly into it. I ride full suspension, sort of off-road riding, but I've just got e-bike myself, so I'm on the lightweight EXE.
How are you finding that?
Really fun. I am definitely considering trying a rail because the range that it gets is more than my bike, so that's actually a factor that I've learnt from buying mine. I've run out of battery a few times, so the bigger battery on this appeals to me a bit more. So,
and big power, right?
Yes, yeah, it's also got a lot more power from the motor. So within e-bikes now there's two sectors to look at. There's full power, big battery, or the lightweight sort of segment. The lightweight segment is growing. These are definitely the most popular still. But yeah, I'm working my way through it and working out what I like as best as well.
And that's what it's all about, what you want to ride, what you want to do.
Yeah.
So obviously we've reviewed these bikes a few times, but not the 9.7 previously. No. Rail's the most popular e-mountain bike in the shop? Yeah,
absolutely. It does everything. I mean, as a base bike, it is designed more for heavy off-road. So it's got a lot of suspension, big tyres, so it's designed to take you anywhere really. But a lot of people do use it just for anything. If they go off-road, it'll go there. So you could just use it for mellow footpaths if you wanted to, or you could take it up a mountain in the Lake District and it'll come back down. So
this is a review video, so we're going to get into the detail of this bike rather than talking through the range like we do in some of our others. So the 9.7, where does that sit in the hierarchy?
So anything with 9 points in the name means it's a carbon frame.
Okay.
So 9.7 is kind of the mid carbon range. You start at 9.5, then you go 9.7, 9.8 up to 9.9.
Okay, cool.
So it is kind of mid spec. So frame wise, you're carbon, but on the 9.7, it's not a full carbon frame. The rear triangle is actually aluminium. Okay. So if you watch our other video we've just done on the 9.8, that's got a full carbon frame. Okay. So that's the biggest difference to start with.
But geometry-wise, it's the same. Riding position-wise, it's the same. So carbon frame, but aluminium rear triangle.
Yeah. Another thing the carbon frames do come with is the bigger battery from Bosch. So Bosch have just brought out the 750 battery. Okay. So you only get that in Trek's carbon models. The aluminium model comes with a 625 battery. Yeah. So that's a nice luxury with the carbons. But like I say, 9.7, it's only the front that's carbon on it. So it's a little bit heavier.
What's the battery range going to be like on a 750?
60, 70 miles. In its eco mode. And
obviously it's the removable integrated battery system that Trek have. So that battery is embedded in the frame here, super easy to remove and charge. You can like I said, there's a key here, there's a keyhole here, so you can just pop the key in, remove it, charge it in the house, or there is also a charge port at the other side of the frame. You can just, instead of taking the battery out, just plug it in that way. So this is pretty much the pimp my ride of bikes, so let's not talk about the things you've done to it, but let's talk about the bike as standard. What does the 9.7 come with in terms of kit?
So it does come well equipped. Suspension wise, you get RockShox on there. You get the RockShox Zebs, which in RockShox lineup, the Zeb is designed for more aggressive riding. So it's a chunkier fork, so it's going to be stiffer, which handles the weight of e-bikes better, because obviously they are quite heavy things. So a stiffer fork is just going to help it track the ground and manage the weight of the bike.
What's the travel on the bike?
It's 160mm travel on the front and 150mm on the back. In terms of travel, that's quite a lot of suspension. So like I say, because the bike is designed for more technical riding, going over rough technical ground, it's designed to handle it all really. Superb.
So RockShox Zebs in terms of the fork?
A Super Deluxe rear shock. So that's about mid-range in RockShox range. It's going to be absolutely fine for everything. There is better ones out there. So the 9.8 comes with an upgraded shock, so it's the Super Deluxe Ultimate, which just has an extra oil reservoir to help with heat management. So that's a nice feature on that, but that's going to be perfect.
So what's the deciding factor for most people, as you say? What point do I need that extra? When would most people manage?
In all honesty, you don't. It's just kind of a thing that they put on.
Right, okay, so straight away you already know you don't need to spend the extra money for the sake of the extra rides over there. Right, that is more than good enough.
Unless you're in the Alps and you're doing an hour's descending, that's when you might notice it.
I think
Realistically, that is going to be enough for most people.
I think that's good to know. I think it's an honest review, isn't it? Like, you know, you're spending your own hard-earned cash. And some things are just nice to have, and sometimes we all like buying things just for the sake of having it. But if you're making a choice and you're looking at the range, then that's more than enough for you.
Yeah, I mean, I've ridden both, and maybe over 6 months riding, if you jumped back in between, you could maybe notice it. But I think there's
most
not much in it.
No. Right, okay. What about Groupset?
So the 9.7 comes with Shimano on it, so you get Shimano XT.
Okay.
So XT within Shimano's range is pretty much the top. There's only one above it, which is XTR. So that's really good quality, lightweight.
Fast changing.
Yeah, all of that.
Yeah.
So XT on the gears, the brakes are SRAM. So you get the SRAM Kurds. So Kurds within their range, four piston brakes. So really powerful brakes, which you do need for, you know, e-bikes because they are heavier. You know, stopping you and all that. So yeah, decent brakes. Obviously, this one here we've pimped out a little bit. So
shall we get into that?
It's not the standard. So this is one of our display bikes in the shop at the minute, and what we like to do is just show you what you can do with your bike. It's what I personally like to do with mine. Just, you know, putting some different colours on there, giving it some personalisation. So a couple of brands that we specialise in. Burgtec would be one of them. So a UK company from Macclesfield, and they just specialise in kind of tricking out nice little accessories on your bike. So maybe handlebars, stem, pedals, grips, that kind of thing, and they do a really nice colour range with it. So they do, you know, 10 colours in anything. Well,
let's talk through what you've actually put on then. Including the colours. Go for it.
So on this one, we've got the Burgtec stem with the handlebars as well. So the handlebars, you get aluminium or carbon. So I've just put the aluminium bars on there. We've got Burgtec pedals. So these are their Mark 5 pedals. They do so they do two different versions. They do a resin pedal and obviously an aluminium steel pedal. So you can choose.
What's the colour?
That one's called Purple Rain. Quite
sweet.
Got some good. You can get Toxic Barbie pink. Everything. There's all sorts of funky names. So it's a really cool company. Really good guys over there. So, you know.
So Burgtec is one of the big things you've done to the bike. Really popular in the shop. And then I can't take my eyes off these wheels.
So obviously matching the purple theme, Industry 9. So if you haven't heard of Industry 9, an American company who just specialise in wheels really. These are their fully custom wheels. So within their range you can basically spec what colour you want from your wheel, and you can individually spec each spoke. So you might even see that wheel behind us there, that's got a different colour for every spoke. If you wanted that, you can say, please make me that.
You're going to stand out, aren't you?
Yeah,
it's cool.
So it's just another touch of personalisation. You can match your bike in whatever way. These wheels are their top end enduro wheels, so really strong. One of the selling points for Industry 9 is actually the engagement on the hub. So basically when you start to pedal on your bike, how fast the wheels engage, the power. These hubs are really special and have like instant engagement, so there's no lag there. So that's a unique point for Industry 9. They're like the highest on the market for that. So basically the power from the bike is going to get put straight through the wheels, and then you're off straight away. So yeah, they're their top custom wheels in that purple, silver and black colour. And then I just finished it off with a couple of the bits, just like the Ergon saddle, you know, nice little rainbow rails that just tie it all together. So
Ergon rails, I mean, you're brushing over that. Ergon as a brand themselves, I mean, that's all about your comfort points, enjoying time on the bike.
Contact points are key on the bike. So pedals, saddle and grips, they are what can really change your experience riding a bike. So Ergon, German company, specialise in bike ergonomics, so grips, saddles. We have the full range in store where you've got a saddle sizer as well. It measures your sit bones. So obviously men's, women's specific, different bike, you know, genres. So road, mountain, whatever you want to ride, we can basically kit you out with the correct size saddle.
And the Contis, were they your choice?
Yeah, they're also not off the shelf. So Continental is another new brand for us in store. They've just redesigned their mountain bike range. So what we've got on here is the Crypt Turtle tyres, which have gone down really well. Quite a few people who I know are running them. I've recently put them on as well, and yeah, big fan so far. So it's fully tricked out, ready to go.
Right, I'm going to put you on the spot now.
Yeah.
No preparation. Let's see what you can remember. The bike is standard 9.7. What's that going to cost me as an entry point?
About £6,000.
Right, okay.
Standard.
So I'm getting a carbon frame bike with really high quality components as standard for six and a half grand.
Yeah.
And then you've put some really nice bits on it.
Yeah.
So if I want to go and put Burgtec on the bike and I want to do everything you've done here, roughly, what's that going to cost me? So
what we've done here would add about £1,600 to the sticker price of the bike.
Okay.
So yeah, these wheels are not cheap. These are
I would say a lot of that has to be in the wheels.
Yeah, the wheels are 1,600 quid in the wheels, and the Burgtec's probably another 200 quid. So a bit more than what I said maybe. But yeah, these are, you're not getting much higher than these wheels, unless you went carbon fibre. They're like the best of the best really.
And you're going to be totally unique, aren't you, on the trail?
Oh yeah, yeah. You're not going to ride past anyone else on a bike same as you. So that's quite a unique feature.
Love that.
Definitely.
Love that. So well, there you go, guys. I mean, obviously, not everybody wants to spend £1,600 on a set of wheels, but if you can, amazing. If you want to, brilliant. They look absolutely incredible. And it just gives you a flavour that one, this bike's incredible as standard, and two, the things you can do to it with a bit of inspiration and, and the right brands. So hopefully that's helped you out. Here at Big Bear Bikes, Trek Rail is in stock. The entire range is in stock. Aluminium bikes, carbon bikes, pretty much every size, every colour, and they're all available to test ride. And all this Industry 9 Burgtec kit is on the wall behind us, as you can see. So again, if you want to personalise your bike and really get to grips, talk to Al, have that personal consultation and get it exactly the way you want it, this is the place to do it. Anything to add?
I think that's it. Just if you're interested, come on down, try the bikes, and yeah.
There you go. We'll see you in the store soon. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.